Hello there everybody, this is Speckblocklime here with another video reaction for all of you today. Now the video we're going to do today is from channel Internet Historian. Pretty sure by this time I might have at least recorded one before, so I don't know when the timeline of this video is coming out. But I'm pretty sure I've done at least one. Like, I try to do as many recordings when I have time. So, maybe I did one, maybe not. We'll see. But anyways, I think some of these videos that I've seen, at least some of them about, are pretty funny and interesting. So I wonder what this one's going to be about. Balloon Boy, the Untold Story. I think I remember hearing this on the news. Something. The only general idea I remember is supposedly a giant. Well, I don't know if it's a weather balloon or something, was released, and I think supposedly a child was stuck and rode it, and then they somehow were able to safely land somewhere. And it was a big story, well, for a part of it at least. And I think I remember them still speculating at the time if it really happened or not. There was all these details, but I wasn't that involved in the story. I just knew it because, the idea of a kid on a weather balloon riding it for a while and coming back safe seems a little far-fetched. It's not impossible, but just, crazy. So, let's see where they go from here, and let's see what was talked about. So here we go. I like this editing, it's all funny. I like when people, all the work they put in their videos. I don't want to give them all that credit. Internet historian. Just in case I didn't say it
Good
before.
evening, I'm Mike Check. And tonight on Unsolved Internet Mysteries, Balloon Boy.
Sorry.
Here's the story you probably know. On October 15th, 2009,
Yeah, I think it was around
Falcon
that time.
Heaney, 6 years old, hopped into a balloon and was carried off into the air. For 2 hours and 60 miles, he traveled across the vistas of Colorado.
Yeah, this is all like new
eventually
information.
landing
I
just
don't,
shy
for me at least,
of
I
Denver
didn't
International
get involved
Airport.
big and thought it was huge.
But when they opened up the saucer, there was no boy. At first it was feared that Falcon had fallen along the way, and a manhunt started to find the boy's body.
I mean, yeah.
But after a couple of hours, Falcon wandered into the living room of the family home and confessed that he had been hiding in a box in the attic of the garage. It was one of the biggest news stories and memes of the year.
Yeah, I remember it.
During the event, Balloon Boy was also the most searched term on Google.
Also makes sense, yeah. This crazy
But it was an
idea.
expensive game of hide and seek. Up to 50 rescue workers were involved, including 2 military helicopters, police, the Colorado National Guard, the Federal Aviation Administration,
Yeah, but it makes sense though, because they take it seriously to a
firefighters,
point.
and the balloon drifted so close to the airport that a bunch of flights had to be rerouted. The total cost of the incident was estimated at $2 million. Press flocked to the Heaney home, and the family gave an interview on CNN. And then, this happened.
He's asking Falcon, did you hear us calling your name at any time? You did?
You did?
Why didn't you come out?
Oh.
You guys said that
Oh no.
we did this for a show.
Ooh.
Police and the press were quick to change angle from accident to publicity stunt. The mother and father were charged, and they pleaded guilty. So that's the story. Or is it? To this day, Richard Heaney, the father, adamantly claims it was never a hoax, just an experiment gone wrong. And after doing my own research,
But it's not unbelievable that a parent would do
This
something
is
like
the
that
story you
to
probably
use their
don't
children
know.
for something.
Let's take a closer
I
look
feel like
at Richard
something
Heaney.
might have been genuine.
He's an interesting
but
guy.
It just feels like
He likes to
one
do
way
science and chase storms.
which is why he had the weather balloon.
He is also an inventor.
Hi, I'm inventor Richard Heaney, and boy, do I love my truck! That's why I would never permanently mount toolboxes or a lumber rack on the back. No! I'm going to use my pickup to pick up hot chicks! Yes! 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 Yes!
What?
Yeah!
Is that the real one, or is what?
He's obviously nuts and a bit of a human mean.
I just invented perpetual motion.
And what about the rest of the family? Youngest, Falcon, eldest, Bradford, his wife, Mayumi, originally from Japan, and middle child, Ryo. The family appeared on the hit reality TV show Wife Swap twice, and it was their behavior on the show that made the police and the press suspicious.
Uh-oh.
Before we break down the case against Richard Heaney, I'm going to show you raw footage
Yeah, a little
from the
bit
liftoff.
unhinged.
Now, first thing, did you see it? Helium canisters. 3. They're big and they're expensive, and it's much more helium than they would need for a one-time hoax. But the right amount for ongoing experiments.
Possibility that
This
they're
is a
saying that
purpose-built
maybe
structure for Richard's experiment.
practicing
Seems
to
elaborate
do
for
the
a
event.
hoax.
That's why when they're talking about the kid.
A high voltage sticker, because Richard really was testing electronics on board.
Hold on, Brad. Cut. Record.
Yeah.
This is a release cord, not a tether, by the way.
One.
Whoa!
God. Okay. Are you ready, Taylor?
One of the loose tethers.
Get up like a tether now!
Now, Richard gets mad, and it really doesn't feel like acting. Either he genuinely is losing his temper over the loss of his balloon, or he's deliberately making himself out to look like an asshole.
Spider-Man! You tether now, Jesus!
Oh my god.
The kid sure is doing a good job of acting too, and remember that they would only have one take because there's only one balloon.
I told you to tie down tethers.
No, no.
No, you know what it is? You never listen to what I say. No, the whole thing, gone. Shut up.
I don't know, look, I get helium is strong, but it just feels weird
fourth
that it would
canister.
just look so tiny and it would be able to hit that kid so easily. Like I said, but I'm not a scientist expert, so who knows.
No, he's not.
But plus, where would he fall in? Isn't the balloon like one full big helium thing? Where would the
But
hole
here's
be
another
that he
weird
could go
thing.
in?
This photo from the police shows that Richard's electrical equipment for readings and experiments is still on board. Why? Why let your stuff get smashed out in a field somewhere? Now that you've seen the liftoff, let's look at the case against the Heenies. That the balloon couldn't have lifted Falcon. He called the news before 911, the live slip-up on television, a confession, and a guilty plea.
Ooh.
Pretty
Are
airtight,
you gonna
right?
say anything about this?
Nope. Let's start from the top. Could this balloon lift a boy? The balloon is 17 feet wide by 6 feet tall. With this, we can figure out the surface area and the volume. We also know the construction materials. Plastic, alfoil, cardboard, thin plywood, duct tape, wire, strings, tether. The balloon's total volume is over 900 cubic feet. That gives us a lift potential of 65 pounds, minus the weight of the craft, and Falcon only weighed 37 pounds. The police weighed him. That gives you enough lift potential to raise the boy with another 11 to 12 pounds to spare.
Okay.
Next point. You're about to hear the 911 call. The
So
media
that's a
and
little
police both
credibility,
said that
buddy.
Richard called the news first, then 911.
Alright, let's see, what about this
that
part?
was a lie. The phone records show that he called the FAA first, because he knew they could track the balloon better.
Okay.
Then they told him to call 911 and he immediately did so. When he did, the 911 operator put him on hold. When taken off hold, Mayumi picks up the phone.
Okay. And so it was an experimental plane?
It's a flying saucer.
And that's gone too, right?
I'm sorry.
How long is the flying saucer gone as well?
We gotta get my son.
Okay.
Ooh.
Hang on just 1 second. Don't hang
This
up.
is
okay?
kind of hard to tell if
They
this
get
part's
put on hold for a
true or
second
not. I
time.
mean, the
Do you
conversation.
have any kind of a tracking device or anything on it?
No.
Okay, where was the saucer? Was it in the backyard?
Yeah, here, take that. Hello?
Yes, is this Richard?
Yes, it is.
Okay, was the flying saucer in the backyard?
Yes.
Okay, it obviously has electronics.
All the
so
craziness
he can know how to
about
work
that.
it. He gets it up off the air, off the ground.
No, he doesn't know how to operate.
So we are sure that he's in that.
Yeah, we
We looked everywhere, and then my son just said, because we had it tethered, it wasn't supposed to take off.
So there's no electronics on it, there's no tracking device, right?
No.
Okay, hang on just a second.
By this point, they've now spent 20 minutes with the police and they've been put on hold for a third time. So it was no wonder that they called the news and asked for a helicopter. Next point.
Just speed
What
things up,
did
I guess, a
Falcon
little
have
bit.
to say about the answer he gave on CNN?
Well, what happened was, this Chinese reporter walked up to me. He asked me if I could show him how he got in the attic for his TV shows. So I said, okay. And then after that, another person asked me, so what happened about this balloon thing? I was like this. I did it for the show. I said that because I thought he was talking about the Chinese guy.
It's not a great excuse,
Yeah.
but it's within the realm of possibility.
Especially more for
On
a
the day of the
kid,
Heaney's
like,
arrest, the police issued a warrant to take phones,
If it's an adult lying like
computers,
that, you're like,
documents,
no.
cameras,
But
everything they could. And what did they find? Nothing. Nada. They interviewed Falcon, Brad, Rio, each several times without parental supervision. Again, what did they get? Nothing. So the police had nothing. That's not great
yeah,
for the
like,
prosecution.
because I'm pretty
so the
sure
police would need a confession. They tried
a
Richard,
kid, like,
but he wasn't admitting to anything.
won't be able
So
to
they
lie
pressed Mayumi,
about
and
certain
she
things.
spilled the beans. But hold on, because her confession sucks. English is not her first language.
Yeah, that's why
Police
this is
arranged
like
the meeting
tough
under false pretenses, so she didn't
to
have
get
a
like the
lawyer
correct
with her.
information and all that
And
stuff.
also,
If you
it
can't
doesn't
say
make
it
any
correctly.
sense. She said in the confession that they built the craft only 2 weeks prior. Interesting. Here's Sherry from Wife Swap.
There was one point where I had to hold the spaceship and clean it and carry it, and Falcon ran into the spaceship and hid in there.
Built 2 weeks prior? Well, Sherry just said that she was cleaning it during filming, which was 8 months ago.
Are you suspicious of him, and if so, why?
Knowing him, I couldn't imagine that he would tell the whole country.
Yeah,
that his son was up
I
in
feel
a
like what
balloon.
happened was
She also speaks about Falcon.
What's Falcon like?
there's a
Literally
chance
is the type
that
of child that you would
that
actually
at least
see that would
the
go
kid
into the
believes that
spaceship.
it happened or
So,
some things
it
happened.
wasn't
So it's kind of hard for me to
surprising
believe
maybe
that's all
Richard
made
might
up.
have thought he was in there.
So that leaves a big question. Why did the police pick on Richard Heaney?
I'm being persecuted, I think, for the benefit of Alderton. His term runs out in 2011. He's probably going to run for governor, who knows, but not off my back.
How dare Richard Heaney accuse an honest man like Sheriff Alderton of...
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Richard said that he was taking it to court. He would not plead guilty. He would not confess.
Yeah.
So over the next month, the police applied pressure, bringing up topics such as Mayumi's citizenship status and federal charges. It was lose-lose for Richard.
Okay, it's a little weird, that
Potential
part.
felonies, the cost of court and lawyers. His wife could be deported. The story
What?
was #1 on Google, and the
I
press
feel like
had
that's
already
a weird
decided
part.
it was a hoax. So any jury would be stacked against him.
What?
It was a hoax.
Yeah, we know.
Guilty or innocent, this plea was the only sensible choice he had. The Heaneys were handed a $36,000 fine and a short term in jail, and Richard would have to formally apologize in court before a judge and the police.
Oh. It sucks because I believe that maybe there's some truth into something, because from what the police have shown that there's almost no proof that they lied 100%. And the kids didn't. They believe it, so...
All the rescue workers out there. And the
But I guess something kind of has to be
people that
paid
got
in a
involved in the
sense.
community.
Lastly, despite poring over dozens of interviews over the span of 8 years, I have not been able to find one instance where Richard has been caught in a lie. There's evidence of the police lying, evidence of the media lying. Richard's story has not changed.
So this is a little more info. It's kind of cool. Like, and
So where
I
does
always
that
thought
leave
like
us,
the
really?
story was like
One
not like
piece of
100%
evidence.
lie, but I'm sure something
This
was
interview.
exaggerated. That's how I thought about
The
it. But now it just
testimony
shows
of a
that
sleep-deprived 6-year-old who's not even really listening to the question. That's it.
I mean,
Those 10 words are the main substance of the case against Richard Heaney.
yeah, they're trying to use the kids thing against someone.
When I first started
like if it was
researching
like the
this
biggest
story,
thing.
I thought it would be a fun chance to
And there's
take
no
a few
other evidence
cheap
to
shots
show that it
at
was a
some
lie.
liar from Colorado. But now I'm not
I mean, at
so
least the kid
sure.
wasn't hurt. That's
I'm
the
not
biggest
saying for
thing.
certain that this isn't a hoax, but I think there is more here than what was decided in the press and by memes.
Basically, you know,
in
there's more
October
stuff saying that
of 2009.
there's a chance that most of it was not a lie, or at least a good chunk of it wasn't.
Hi, I'm inventor Richard Heaney. If you
And that's
like
kind
son
of
a twitch,
a
then
little
you
bit
need
credit
my
for them.
latest invention, the patent-pending bear scratch. Check it out. Oh man, this thing feels good. This thing's strong. Oh
Oh my
God.
I can at least see the part where his acting, the way he acted, is a little bit against credibility, but it's not the worst thing. And I can at least say that, in a sense, I think the kids, they got interviewed a whole bunch of times. I don't think they would just make up something, keep lying, and then they said that they kept saying the same information, which means, yeah, there's a good chance that none of these kids are lying. They're repeating the same thing over and over again. They're not changing their story. They're not doing anything, you know. I don't know. They were trying to debunk it in their own way really hard, and at the end, the best thing the family could do is just have to accept that even though they have their thing that was, they had almost no evidence against them that it was a lie. But the problem was the thing was going to continue. They were going to lose money, so they had no choice but to accept the idea that they technically lied, even though I'm pretty sure in a sense they didn't. But that's terrible. But I mean, the only thing I can say positive about this, at least the kid wasn't hurt and nothing bad happened to him. That's the only positive thing to come out of the story. But hey, at least I learned some new info, so that's kind of cool. Anyways, that was an interesting video. Hopefully, check it out. This channel, check out this video and many other on the channel. Give them all that love, all that over there. And hey, who knows, maybe come back over here and give this channel a little bit of help. Come on, we really need the views and all that stuff. So this is Speckblocklime. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification button so you get notified about future videos. And I'll try to put content down below and the links of other stuff we're working on. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. Take care. See you next time.